Hey, what's up? David here with AfterVideoFX and welcome back to another video tutorial. Today we're going to be creating Sonic's ring portal effect using Element 3D and Trapcode Particular. So without further ado, let's take a look at what we're going to be creating. Okay, so I hope you enjoy that. So for now we're going to make a new comp. So new comp, and we'll label this as Sonic ring portal. We'll make it 1280 by 720, 24 frames, 5 seconds long, hit OK. Make a new solid, and we'll call this ring, hit OK. Let's go and get element, and jump into scene setup. Okay, so let's create a torus. So this is going to be our ring. So let's first give this a material. Let's give it like gold material, so this one, like that. Okay, so let's jump into the material settings. Let's bring this glossiness down to maybe like 20. And let's go ahead and let's give it a backlight. So let's go into the environment, backlight 2K, and let's go with this one. And then just going to boost the reflectivity about 80%. And we want to give it like a gold color. So I think like around 255 and around 55 for that. And I can't remember that value. It's like somewhere about there is good. Maybe 175. That seems okay. And we just want to adjust this second ring radius maybe down to like 0.75, and we want to give it some segments, so maybe about 40 ring and maybe 30 there. So a nice quality ring. And once we've done that, we can hit OK. Now let's just create a group null for this, and let's just make a new camera, make it 15mm, hit OK, and let's just rotate this. So this group null will help us control the movement of this ring. Okay, for now let's go into the output, and it's just the specular, so maybe bump that up, and that's it. Okay, so that's for the ring. So we do need to make a model city, so I'm not going to actually show you how to make it because I've already made a tutorial on how you make that. So I'm just going to quickly stop the recording and just straight away make it, because it will take some time. If you haven't already seen it, I'll put a link in the description. So yeah. Okay, so here's my city setup. So in case you're not bothered to watch my video, I'll just give you a quick insight for what I did. So I created two cities, well, they were presets, so number 1 and 3 street layer, and I just used the group symmetry on the X and Z axis to make it look like a large city. And that's pretty much it. I adjusted the lighting, used this as the backlight, and that was it. Simple as that. And then I'll go into the render settings later. For now, I want my computer to not to die. So I'm just gonna make another group null for this city. So let's create a group null. We'll first rename this one as ring controller. And for this one, when we create it, we'll call this city controller. Okay. Oh. I'll put this underneath here. And for now, I just want to get a good angle for my city. So let's have a look here. Okay, so once you've got your city in position, we will take our ring, which is there, lovely, and we can just position this somewhere about here. Let's just position this here. Let's scale it down to maybe about 5%, so it's very small. Let's just push this all the way here. Yeah, it's taking up a lot of juice for my computer, that's for sure. Okay, let's just turn off the ring null object for now and the ring. And what we're going to do is animate the camera movement. So let's go into A and Shift P, and then we'll put a keyframe, go to the 2-second mark. And what we're going to do is just zoom in. Maybe push it back a bit, and then just rotate it so that it looks like we're coming down. Like that. So we get that speed and momentum. So it should look something like this. So we're just zooming down pretty fast. Okay, I'm not going to go into too much detail for that. Okay, so that's done. Now let's animate our ring falling. So we're going to push this up. And we want it to start from this side. And then just go from here. We might actually move the camera a little bit forward. That's too much. Like that. Alright, so let's just scale it up so we can see it. And for now, we're gonna push it up. Off screen. Like that. Let's set a position keyframe for position and rotation. So I'm going to set those keyframes, and we're going to go to maybe 1 second. We want it to be all the way down, so let's just bring this all the way back down. And we want it to be faster, so let's go maybe like 800. And then once we hit the 2 second mark, this is where we want it to stop. and let's just position it here. Actually, let's delete this keyframe and actually just push this keyframe up here, and let's just bring it back up, because by this point we want to be inside the ring. So maybe just push it back up here and move it across here. Like that. And for the scale as well, so hit Shift S, we want this to be about 100. And we'll just move this across up here. So it's just a matter of adjusting for where you want your ring to be. Mine, it may take a while for me because my computer is not very good for real-time editing or adjustments, so please understand that. So I'm just going to do this quickly, so give me a minute. Okay, so this is what I got after like, I don't know, like 20 minutes or half an hour. Okay, so it's not bad. So what I actually did was, so the camera stops at this point, so the 2-second mark. So the position of the ring, as soon as it hits this, it's neutral. It's in its neutral position, which meaning it stopped. Not there. It stopped. It's not doing anything, and it's just sitting there. So as soon as the camera still zooms in, so we go frame by frame, I wanted to actually start off getting larger. So the scale, as you can see, the scale's getting values getting higher and higher. And if you look at the Y value, so this 382 here, it's actually going up. So I'm actually pushing the ring down, but after this point, I'm going back up. So it looks like I'm going through the ring, but in reality, I'm just pushing the ring back up while still going down. So yeah, if you guys get that. So that's an interesting tip. If you guys want, you can just like pause the video and then like look at my values of see how they fluctuate. And then I added some variation to the rotation, so I added 2 evolutions to the ring. So as you can see, it's spinning, and then before its neutral position, which is here, no, not there, there, it stops spinning. So it's just sitting there. So I might actually slide that over. Yeah. So that's an interesting tip if you guys didn't know. Okay. So that's done. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's do some color correction. I know we normally do color correction at the end of our final shot, but I feel like if we get this out of the way, because we are going to do some harder stuff. So let's just call this CC, and let's call this Vignette. So let's do color correction curves. Let's just drop that down. Whoa. Like that. And let's just double click the mask tool. And then we'll, subtract it. Hit F. Feather it out quite a lot. And if we go and do the same here, and let's add a tint, and let's drop this to maybe like 25%. Give this a little bit of a rich contrast. Not too much though. Okay, and let's take away some red. And let's add some blue. There we go. Maybe for the red we could just add it back in here. Just a touch. Something like that. And that's done. So that's all for now. Okay, so that's it for part 1 of this tutorial. Next part we'll be looking at how to create some particles coming out of the ring, and we'll add in some like that phase blur when you something flies in. We're gonna add that. You understand when we do it. And then we'll just do some final touches. We'll make the like the destination of the portal, so like when you go through the portal you will arrive to a different dimension or different destination, alright, stuff like that. Alright, so take care guys, and I'll see you in the next video.